To share them, questions, thoughts, ideas, impressions before we start the conversation of today. Maybe you have questions from yesterday or from other lessons or conversations. So please feel free to ask.
I do have a question about yesterday.
Yes.
Um, I had kind of made the comment when I sent you a message that when uh, Abram and Lot had separated, do you
Yes.
feel like that was an emotional separation, or do you think that that was something that they just were okay with?
What do you mean by emotional and okay? What is the, please,
Um,
open emotional, and how do you define, or how do you see emotional, and how do you see this okay? How do
I,
you perceive all of
I,
these?
I guess I just kind of relate it to my life. If it was like they were sad to be separating from each other and they knew that they just had to do it, or they were happy that they were gonna no longer be at war.
We can look, I mean, the Bible gives us very few words about feelings, but the Bible does not usually describe feelings. It's just
Mhm.
the bare bone structure, but I can bring the verses if you wish, and we can look at them. Is that good
Well,
with you? I mean,
I think that I'm just because I'm trying to learn how to not be, I guess, in my feelings, and so I would just you kind of explained it to me because you said that the Bible doesn't really go into how they felt emotionally, so that kind of explained it to me right there. Thank you.
this is a one word that Abraham said to Lot. Hiparedna, please separate from me. And yesterday, if I may write it here on the board, and because the Bible also chooses the word like pearls. And if we look into the biblical word and we look really inside with a lot of attention and intention, we can see or we can discover many things. What Abraham said to Lot was, Hipared, please separate, Hipared, Hipared. The stem letters here are pared, to separate, separate. Did I spell it right? Separate? Or
Yes.
yes.
I
So
think so.
the stem letters are Pei, Resh, and Daled. Please see how those letters, I will write them here as sounds, and you will be able to see the connection. Pei is like P, Resh is like R, and Daled is like D. But D and T are sound the same. They have similar sound. D, T. So please see how everything is here. The, and I will color it in another color.
And I'm sorry, there is an A in there instead of an E.
Where? Please correct
Uh,
me.
SEPAR.
Separ. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. It helps me a lot. Thank you. So we see that here we have the P and the R is here, and T and D is here. So without the vowels, you see, we have vowels and consonant. The consonant are the same. I go into the letters to explain something very interesting. Abraham has, or has, Abraham in us has a relation to the secret. Samech, Samech, secret. Secret is something which is not revealed, is something that the heart feels and senses. It's something that has to do with the mist in the heart, the air that goes into the heart. And this is why he asks Lot to separate, because the secret is missing. Lot Lot is handles his life, or the Lot in us, I would say, lives a life that everybody can see and approve. To the, there's like he's seen as does good things, so he's seems to make good decision. He speaks um, not from the heart but to the effect of things. This is Lot in us. It's like a person with a good profile on Facebook or Instagram. He knows how to pose himself. Lot in a human being. This is Lot, always profiling himself. This is Lot. Like politicians, for example, they profile, they take good pictures, they dress well, they say words that will be seen as the right ones, and so on. And Abraham does not like this. He doesn't feel right. So he says, please separate from me. Did I answer your question?
Yes, yes.
Not
Thank you so
directly,
much.
I think not directly.
Yeah, it makes a lot. It makes a lot of sense. It helps me. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for your question. And good morning, friends. We have here friends. Good morning, Fernando. Good morning, Felipe. Good morning. And we have another friend, listener. Good morning. How are you this morning? I would like to show, or not to show, but to present again, to have impressions this morning from two um, art, like two paintings. And I would like to, if you have the ability to, if you have the whiteboard open, please, I would like you to look at this painting. This painting is by Rembrandt. This is Matthew. Yes, the evangelist Matthew, inspired by an angel. Just take 1, 2, 3 minutes to look at it. This is Matthew, and he writes words in his book or his notebook, and there's an angel which inspire his thoughts, his writing. Who would like to describe what we see in this painting? Please feel free to share your impressions. This painting is from the 17th century, 1661. Who would like to?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shalom, Eti. Shalom, my friends.
Shalom, Felipe. Good morning.
Good morning, good evening.
Yes.
In his throat,
Yes.
and he's looking. It has such a profound look in his eyes, and I think all of us as human beings felt like this once in a while.
Yeah.
To look for to see inner thoughts and deep inner thoughts, and look elsewhere, and in this the artist could capture the it's a it's a powerful look in his eyes, who looks at the infinite.
Yes.
And there is this angel with the feminine aspect,
Mm-hmm.
with his right hand in his shoulder, and it's like I for me it's like Shehina, or the divine presence,
Mm-hmm.
the divine soul, and she's inspiring him to write the words of the Spirit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Would you like to add or to share another thought, another impression? Thank you, Jill, for your compliment. Thank you so much.
Eti,
Yes,
um, this exercise that you bring to us is amazing. It is really great to see together these paintings and to meditate on it. So thank you so much. And if I may ask, add a little idea
mhm,
that came is that
yes, yes,
his left hand is in his throat,
yes,
and it makes me remember about Luria, that he says that the divine wisdom comes from the head through the bird, through the
yes,
element of mercy, and not through the speech only, not only through.
yes.
There is division in the speech. So it came to my mind just this idea. I thank you. And I'm sorry I didn't say shalom to everybody. So
Shalom, shalom.
shalom. Yes. Thank you, Eti.
It is beautiful because you mentioned the hand that is standing under or beneath or behind his beard, and the hand is like 1 to 4. Is just the thumb is the potential, the thought, and how to distribute the thought, the thumb, into words, into 4. It just it is standing his bridge, and his hand is basically touching the chakra of the heart. There's this solar plexus. You know these terms? Are you familiar with those terms?
Yes.
Yes.
So as much he's concentrating the infinite, as Felipe says, to see beyond, and he's inspired by the Shekhinah, which is just hovering, not interfering, just looking, and there is a correspondence. Yes, can I would like to, I don't want to destroy the drawing, but look at the diagonal. This is very beautiful. The hand, the hand of the Matthew. Yes, the hand, the beard, and the Shekhinah. This is, you see the diagonal, harmonious relation.
Yes, it's profound. It.
I will delete it because I don't want to destroy the picture. The
It's
painting, it's
amazing.
dear to me. So,
It's amazing.
It's look.
And it's interesting that the Magid, maybe the Magid as well, we could
yes,
see,
yes,
because the Magid has the 3, the 4, and the 1 to 4. The Mem, the Gimel, and the Yod and Dalit, that is the 1 4. And it's interesting that the angel is with his right hand in the shoulder,
yes,
like giving, he's giving something,
yes,
and Matthew with his left hand is receiving in
yes,
the heart. And now he's giving again with his right hand in the paper.
yes. As in a way, you see the letter, because I would like also to open. Now I will make another painting. Please excuse me. Here is another line. You say that there is a diagonal line between the angel or the Shekhinah, and here there is a diagonal line, like here. Yes. What is interesting, the word shoulder in Hebrew, katef, katef, shoulder, katef, katef, has the value of 500, the full potential, katef, shoulder, katef. If you can help me with the spelling, I can write it in English. Can you help me spell shoulder?
Shouldler.
Shoudl,
L. Der.
like that?
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much, Jill.
Mhm.
So, and we said, look at the letter. It's like a letter. I will I will make it with yellow. That it's like the letter. Again, I have to change because I sing two thoughts at the same time. Yeah, is the letter, so to speak, because letter, sulam, sulam, also 130 or 5 times 26 here, the full hand potential, open hand. What?
This is so beautiful.
Thank you. What comes to me now, I did not notice that I put a line on his finger. We call this finger the marriage finger, you see? Where Fernando is pointing now. The pointer of Fernando is the marriage finger. When people usually wear the marriage ring, the wedding ring. Fernando, can you point? Yes. Very good. Very good. You see the how do you say that cheek? The center of the face of the Shekhinah, or the middle face of the Shekhinah, which is here, is, I make it another color, is the marriage finger, or the wedding, where we wear the wedding ring here. You know what comes to my mind? They were chasing Luzzato for having a Maggid, and it's interesting that Luzzato lived, in a way, he was born 40 years after this time of the painting in Italy. If people had more access to art in their mind, because it is so beautiful. Gil Magid is a name in Hebrew for a storyteller, the spirit that tells a story. Magid.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess the term mago, it's the same. I don't know in English, like a magist.
Can you say please again the term, Felipe?
I will look in English at it. In Portuguese is mago.
Mago?
Mago. Yes.
The people who came to give, to tell the story of Jesus being born, you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
A mage.
Yes.
Mage.
Yes. 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 In the Talmud, they call this name Amagushim or Yes, it's the same term. Yes. The sages that came to tell people about the birth of a new baby. Yeah. Any questions or impressions that you'd like to share with us?
Just something that I was thinking of is that scheme of the tetragrammaton, which has Binah, or the first letter Hey in the upper left side, and the Vav who connects to connects to the last Hey. So in a way, there is this angel as the Binah.
Excellent. Excellent. Let me please make here. This is Bina, the Hey. The diagonal is the Vav. Which Vav would you choose as the Vav?
I guess Matthew would be all of him, the Vav, because he's, and the hand. I was thinking really of what Fernando was saying, that uh, the left hand is the receiver and the right hand is the giver.
Yes.
So in a way, all the both arms of Matthew.
And where is the Yod? Very good, Felipe. Very good. The Shekhinah is the Hey, and the relation between them is the Vav to his hand, and the hand which is writing is the last Hey. This is Malchut. Excellent. And where is the Yod? Find a drop of wisdom in all of them.
Where is the Yod?
Yes. You can think about it.
Can I take a guess?
Yes.
Um, I was just thinking at the angel's chin, but that's just a guess.
You say the angel chin.
At
Yes.
the bottom of her chin.
The bottom of her chin.
But yeah, that's
Yes.
just a wild
Yes.
guess.
This is a wild guess. Very good. And this is very good. And where this the chin of the angel expresses itself in Matthäus' face. Very good, Jill. Very good.
Dear Jill, I couldn't understand this word, what it is.
Chin.
Chin. You know what chin is, Felipe?
No, no.
Uh,
Sorry.
how do you say? This is let's say a face.
And you're
Yes, this
right.
is and here the chin is here.
Oh yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's beautiful, Jill. That's incredible.
Thank you so much for sharing all of this. Thank you so much. Would you like to share more of your thoughts, of your impressions, feeling about this picture or painting before we want to show another aspect of art or another dimension of thinking? Or you would like to stay with this painting?
I'd like just to, if Jill could expand a little bit about this aspect of the chin being the yod, that it's so beautiful because the chin of the angel is so delicate, and I would like to hear what you and Matthew have to say about it, because I think this coming through the female side is so beautiful, and there is so much we couldn't grasp as as men. If you could say something about it.
Jill?
Um, I guess that when I seen it, then I just see it as she's extending her almost to look over his shoulder, or maybe to
Hmm.
whisper in his ear, and so her chin was really close. It just seemed like that was like a closer point to him. So that's why, and just the curve of her chin, it just to me it looks like that's like the closest point um, to her, um, between him and her.
Hmm. There is also very close, thank you, Jill, for this observation. There is also a close relation between her chin and his ear.
Yeah, yeah.
They're close to each other.
Yes.
So, Jill, can you repeat again what you're saying? Can you say again?
Yeah. I just see her as like extending her head and her chin out a little bit to maybe. It kind of looks like she's whispering in his ear, but to me, it just looked like her chin was the closest point to him. I know her hand is on his shoulder, but it just looks like that was like the connection um, at the beginning.
Mhm. Thank you so much.
That's something to think about, because the chin has this form, like a pointed form, like a seed that enters in the earth, and so it is
Mm.
the yacht. And
Yes.
also uh, and also in this angel that has this female aspect, uh, there is a complementary relation with the beard of Matthew.
Excellent.
Yes, the angel doesn't have this beard, and like the beard grows silently in the face of the evangelist along the years. So it's just some 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 thoughts that come.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
Jill, thank you so much. And Felipe and Fernando for speaking about this. Could it be that the the angel is the inner living soul in Matthäus?
Definitely.
Yes, is the little child, is the
Yeah,
potential.
yes,
And it's interesting, we didn't speak yet about his eyes, but he's
yes,
like looking to nothing,
yeah.
like
Mhm.
trying to focus on what he is listening. And
This is a very good question, Fernando. If he's looking at nothing or at infinite, how can he focus in infinite or nothing?
well, this is so beautiful because uh, he's looking at the eye, at
Yes.
the, to- the aspect of God. And yesterday, I can't remember exactly. Uh, I was reading, as I mentioned, this book, Joseph and his brothers, and there is a part, a beautiful part that says, how can we uh, uh, listen to something and conceive it as one thing uh, if we have 2 ears and we look at something and we see one thing, but we have 2 eyes.
Mm-hmm.
We are bringing the unity from the duality. With our 2 eyes, we can see one thing, and with our 2 ears, we can perceive one sounds as a unity. And uh, I would take a chance to say that even with all our senses, both ears and eyes, we could perceive unity. And I guess this is the look on the face of Matthew. He's perceiving unity and nothing at the same time.
Maybe it also represents that he is aware. He's not sleeping. He is
Yes.
seeing what is happening.
His look from the eyes is like he can see through walls and um, through any barrier. He can see through things. Not just that he's looking like to the infinite or to nothing, but nothing blocks his penetration. He can penetrate every matter. This is wisdom.
Can I share a thought?
Yes, sure.
Um, it kind of reminds me of sometimes when you drive somewhere, if you have
Yes.
something that you're thinking about,
Mm.
you actually end up where you're going, and sometimes you don't even remember how you got there. Um, to me, it kind of looks like um, you can be looking at something and not be looking at it at the same time, and really be just focused on what's going on inside of your your thoughts.
Yes.
At least that happens to me. It's probably not safe to do that while driving, but it's happened a few times.
Mhm.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
And I could so the it's an angel, is a messenger that is speaking or is over his shoulder, right? Um, is there any indication that it could be a message that is being given unto him that he is pondering and writing down? Because even there, I see where he has a lot of things, and I look at her eyes, and I see like there's a careful, well, I'm not sure if it's careful, but I think it's a careful assessment of what he's doing. I think also see is a shoulder. well, I think a hand on the shoulder seemed to be seemed to be gentle, like
Mm-hmm.
whatever message is being given is a message that is carefully and gently given unto Matthias, so he will not be troubled in spirit, because it doesn't look troubled, it look calm. So whatever message is being given, it seems to be a calm and um encouraging message that he's pondering while writing.
Thank you. Fernando?
I'm listening to Carol, to Jill, and thinking you see how a painting can open a window to the infinite. It's to the flow of ideas and how we could feel it in our daily lives, like what Jill was saying, and Felipe and Carol and you, like how much aware we are in our lives to listen to this spirit, or how much we close the door for it.
Thank you so much. Now we are very, very focused in this painting by Rembrandt and this impression, deep impression that all of us have from this painting. I would like to ask you a kind question, and please feel free to answer from your heart. There is another painting of Matthäus, but from another painter or an artist. This painting that we are looking at the moment is by Rembrandt. This is a Dutch painter from Holland. Or he's a Dutch painter. I prepared another painting, former in time, 60 years before this painting. But it's a different spirit, and it kinds of hold a bit, not different message, but there is a lot of teaching inside of it. But I would like to ask you if you are willing from your emotions slowly to move to the next painting. If you're ready to move to another dimension, or you still want to be focused in this painting.
I'm ready to follow you, Eti. Yes.
Is it good that we move, or you would like to stay with this painting more?
Yes, I'm ready to move as well.
Okay. So slowly we shall move and see another perspective. This time, this painting by Caravaggio. Caravaggio is a painter from Italy, North Italy, and he painted this picture 60 years before Rembrandt in Holland. This is Matthäus and the angel. Just look at it. This is a black and white, light and shadow. Look at it few seconds and please share your impressions from this painting. And after you shall share all our impressions together, I would like to bring a summary to those two pictures and to see a secret behind both of them. Who would like to start and share his or her impression from the painting? Take your time and
I just it's interesting because making a parallel, we see the left hand of the angel now is in the other painting. It was hidden, but now is showed, and now the angel, or the soul of the evangelist, as we were saying, is receiving with his left hand from the throat, from his own throat, is receiving and giving with his right hand, uh, like uh, like his she the angel, the female figure, is it's making more active.
Very good.
He's like mechanical uh, influencing the evangelist.
Excellent. Excellent. Could we say, you said it's more mechanical. Yes, Jill, would you like to say something?
I just feel like it looks like the angel is a little bit more active. She just feels like she has like just a like almost like a playful way that she's just like peacefully, guiding his hand. But to me,
Mhm.
he looks a little bit more um, intense than she does.
Again, he looks like
He looks a little bit more intense because his leg is
intense.
crossed.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
his like his forehead is kind of wrinkled, and um, she just looks like a little bit like more carefree.
Hmm. And why does he look intense? What is happening inside of him that he has to sit like this and with his shoulder, he's folded with his shoulder forward. He's almost like leaning. His head is almost falling into the page. What happens inside of him while writing? It's a different kind of um, spirit than of Rembrandt. What is happening to him while writing?
He's like in a flow of writings. It looks like a few moments later than the first painting, because in the first it was like a hint, like a
Hmm.
delicate hint, and now it's an active moment, and just something else about their feet, their feet, which three of them appears like the spirit. Uh, two, one of the angel and one of the evangelists are in the ground, and one is elevated, and another one of the angel is hidden.
Excellent. Where does where is the look, the glance of Matthäus? Where does his eyes, where does he look? What does he see in this posture with the body?
It looks like he's not looking at properly at the text. He's looking inside of him.
And what does he see? Look at his forehead. Does he have folding of stress or effort? Look at the vein of his nape. There
Yes.
is a vein here.
Yeah.
He's trying to grasp everything, to put it on paper, like to not lose the.
And I guess he's seeing suffering.
He seems suffering and struggling. Yes, yes. 60 years between two paintings. This one is from Italy, and Rembrandt is from Holland. And I would like to now open the aim of this exercise, of this conversation. Why did I open with those two? I'll move to a pen and you will be able to see. Take another color. There is basically between those two pictures, we can make another diagonal. And here, yes, here um, with Matthäus inspired the upper right, the Dutch painting. In a way, we have the thought or the mist, and we can look at this as Yod He Vav He. This is the 45 above N, or this is one perspective. A second perspective, this is the angel, Malach, angel. Malach is angel, but here on the other side of the Aleph, yes, we see the craft, Melacha. Melacha is Malach, Malach angel, but I'll write it in a way, in a better position. Melacha is craft with the last He, with the Malchut, craft. And here we have two. Again, this is Yod He Vav He, the spirit, and this is Adam. This is more the thought, the inspiration, the mist. And here is the actualization.
Amazing. The hidden and the revealed.
Yeah.
It's amazing because in the second painting we have the lower parts revealed as well in the painting.
Yes, we see the legs, very good, the ground where and Felipe described it, and also Jill, the actualization is when hitting here. Most of the focus in Rembrandt in the upper right, most of the focus is the head and the eyes and the hands and the chest and the heart and the table of which the notebook or the book is laid on is the upper part of the body. And here we see a person who is completely struggle. Everything is inside. We could also say that he is making sculpture in stone. You see the effort and the tension of the muscle is like, it's not like he's holding ink in his hand or a pen or a feather. He's like, the muscles are so tense, like he's working with stone. And as Jill said, the angel is carefree, but for him, it's a hard work.
I tried to zoom in.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know if the letters are in Hebrew or in Greek.
One second, I'll bring it forth. This
I don't
is
know if it's possible to see it. Yeah.
very good.
It looks like a mem.
It looks like Hebrew. It's very good,
Yeah.
Fernando, for your question. But does he write really? Or where is the pen? Or just he's trying to read? It looks like Hebrew. This is a snipping. I use snipping tool. If you want to have a better glance at a picture, there's a Google Museum option, Caravaggio. Google Museum option, Caravaggio. This original painting, black and white, is located in Berlin. So before class, I took a snipping because I could not download it, so I could only cut it and bring it. Maybe if you can look it into the source, we could see a better, but it looks like Hebrew letters. I'm not sure. Maybe this is this kind of the shade. Maybe this is a feather. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yes, I entered here in this Google that you said,
Yes,
museum, and
yes,
the quality is amazing. I didn't
yes,
knew this before, and it's Hebrew. Yes, it's Hebrew.
yes.
It's
It.
not Greek.
Wow. Let me try to bring it. Disappears everything. 1 second. 1 second. I'll try to bring it here. How can I bring it to YouTube? Maybe. Can you please put a link on YouTube? One
Yes,
second. 1 second. Maybe they experience this too. Avraham ben David. Here it's written Ben David ben Avraham. Sefer Toldot. Wow. Let me. Sefer Toldot. The two words I can read from the right. Sefer Toldot. Those are the generation of Yemei. The days I'm not sure. Ben David, son of David. Ben Avraham, son of Abraham. And here we continue. Avraham. And there's the shadow of the fingers. And yes, it's a feather. Wow.
yes, it's the beginning of the book of Matthew because it starts with the Toldot of Jesus.
Mm.
So maybe
The
it's
Sefer.
Yeshua,
Wow.
Sefer Toldot Yeshua, maybe.
Sefer Toldot Yeshua. 1 second. Wow. I
Yes,
can read it. 1 second. Matthew in Hebrew.
Matthew starts with the book of the genealogy of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. So it's the beginning of the book. Yes.
Let's see. According to here. 1 second. Yes. Sefer Toldot Yoshua HaMashiach. So what is here we see, I can write it here with a pen. 1 second. Sefer Toldot Yoshua HaMashiach. Sefer, well, make it a bit thinner. Sefer Toldot Yoshua HaMashiach. Maybe with golden, because this color does not work on dark. I have to make it in yellow. Sefer Toldot Yeshua HaMashiach. המשיח, בן דוד, בן אברהם. וואו, וואו. וזה קשה לכתוב. It's hard to write.
Amazing. It's unbelievable.
This is incredible because as far as I know, the Evangelium of Matthew was originally in Hebrew or Aramaic, different from other. I guess Mark and Matthew would be Hebrew, and the other two would be Greek, if I know well. But this is incredible. It's amazing. I would.
You see,
Do you know
yes,
how big is the original? The size of the original?
there are measures there. 1 second. There are measures. 1 second. Do you have it? Uh,
I'm trying to
1
look.
second. 1 second.
It's beautiful.
Try to bring it. It says here, it just says where it is located, but here it does not bring measures at the moment.
Yes.
Usually in Wikipedia they
There,
have, but here
there is. I found it. It's weight two 232 centimeters.
232. Wow. It's a length of a floor of a house. It's how do you say, the height of apartment building.
Yes, yes. The width it's 183 centimeters. 183. It's a big one.
Mhm. It's interesting because he writes in Hebrew, also from right to left, and it is fitting. This is how we write, maybe from right to left, to the from the outside to the inside of the book. And what is written basically is he is already here. This is already written. This part, those pages were already written.
Yes. The former ones, right?
Mm-hmm. This is why maybe he so struggled, because he wrote already. What is your impression?
It's amazing. Really, it's interesting.
I have
I
to use
just want.
Fernando's words and say amazing.
Thank you so much for your cooperation, research, insights, the sharing that you are capable of. Thank you so much, because all of this could not happen without this cooperation and questioning, and the sharing from the deepest part of the heart.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We live in
And
time of grace, right, Eti? Because to see this painting, it wasn't possible to see in this to see with friends all over the world a painting that is in German that was lost, I don't know, but to meditate on it for such a time, and this is you know, when we think about it, it's like a miracle. So I thank you so much for opening, for bringing these ideas and these teachings to us. So thank you, Eti.
Thank you so much. And I would like to wish all of you a very lovely and happy weekend and serene with a lot of peace and love and care. And we meet here on Monday at the same time. New spirit, new ideas. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Shabbat Shalom. Happy Hanukkah. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you
Happy
so much.
Hanukkah. Bye bye.